This episode is brought to you by S&P Inc. and JPS Computers. Also, Rock Rage Radio. Go download that app.
This is Hero's Journey Podcast. I'm Danielle Vasanova with Brian Hopkins.
So here's a crazy thing, Danielle. This episode is actually, I was out on location, which was really cool. I was in Virginia, Alton, Virginia, this past weekend, and I happened to be there just as I went there, as a fan. I went to go see, just spontaneous. I went out there for 3 days, stayed in an RV. I had to hike literally 2.5 miles after I talked my way onto the premises. I'm not even kidding.
What?
The dude, if I wouldn't have been...
Were you creeping?
Yes, I was. And here was the thing. If the guy didn't look at me and say, "Do I know you?" And I'm like, I hope so. I really hope so. No joke.
Where were you going?
I was going to the Blue Ridge Rock Festival in Alton, Virginia. Okay. And I stood...
They didn't give you a ticket? You didn't buy a ticket?
I was supposed to have a ticket. And I wasn't on the list. I didn't have parking.
Likely story.
I literally thought I'm going home. I'm not even kidding. So when the guy actually kind of recognized me, I went, please, and I drove it home. He throws on media passes on my wrist. So now I can go anywhere. I can go backstage. I can go anywhere in the festival.
You got lucky.
150,000 people. And my parking was supposed to be 10 miles. I was supposed to be shuttled in every day. I said, no, there's an RV. I get to stay in on the premises.
Calls it chopper.
Yeah, exactly. Chopper me in. So the guy gives me this pass on the premises. But now Nicole and I have to hike our 2.5 miles in the woods. No joke. I'm not kidding when I'm exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. Had to hike in our suitcases, backpacks, clothes, drinks, water, groceries, all this stuff, and didn't complain once.
You must have really wanted to go to this festival.
No, halfway through, I'm in Virginia. If I was here, I would have just went home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're like, I'm in it to win it now.
Yeah, exactly. So I get in there, and as soon as we get in, I have to talk my way through the gate because I can't take all this stuff in. And I asked, where's the iHeartRadio stage? And the guy points towards a hill about 1/4 mile away up the hill after I'd already hiked 2.5 miles. I'm not even kidding. So it's like 90 degrees. It's humid. And again, not complaining. Took the hill, got to the top, and everything that could have, like I said, everything that could have went wrong just got better. Every turning point, even the silliest thing, I kept seeing butterflies throughout this day, and a butterfly landed on me.
It's a good omen.
No, for real. And I knew it. And I said
omen.
it out loud the very first time. So I get inside, and I get a call, and it's John from Rock Rage Radio, and he said, "Hey, you got a media pass. Can you do me a big favor?" And I said, "What's that?" He goes, "Will you go and interview Josey Scott?" And Josie Scott is the former lead singer of a band called Saliva. Click, boom, all these click, boom, all these great songs that these guys have had with Chad Kroeger from Nickelback, the Hero song from Spider-Man, all this stuff. And I said, "Are you kidding me? I would love to," but I was completely nervous.
Were you there to do interviews?
No, I wasn't.
Not at
I was
all.
just
This came out of left field?
Mm-hmm. So all these
1, 2, 3, go?
Yep. And so what I did was I said, sure. And I had a chance to meet him. And we hit it off in that 2 minutes that we met. Then his manager said, 5 o'clock, come back to his dressing room. Is that okay? And I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. And I go in. And that's what this episode of this little behind the scenes, which we want to do more of. I want you to interview the fashion designer and people like that on the road.
Yeah.
The people, the situations that we get thrown into.
Yeah.
I had a newfound appreciation for every fan that it goes through. Standing in the rain, I stood in the rain for days, and everything and all the hiking and going from stage to stage.
With your luggage.
But I got to put that in the RV, which was great. But 150,000 people at this thing.
Wow.
And so I had this interview with Josie, and it was, I said, hey, I'll do it just as long as it's a Hero's Journey podcast interview as well as Rock Rage Radio, which led to we are now on Rock Rage Radio every Monday night at 9 o'clock Eastern.
My
Yeah.
God.
And
Well done. Well done, sir. Well done.
6 o'clock West Coast time.
Okay.
So this is a shout out to all the Rock Rage Radio listeners out there. Thank you for having Danielle and I on.
Thank you.
Yes, Hero's Journey podcast on Monday nights. But this was
How did the interview go?
It went amazing, and it's going to follow this right here. So this is a part of it. We're going to throw that in right behind this.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. So
Rock Rage Radio, baby.
So Brian Hopkins,
Danielle Vasanova.
Hero's Journey,
Journey
podcast.
Everybody, this is Brian Hopkins from Elvis Monroe and a Hero's Journey podcast. I'm sitting here right now with Josie Scott. I'm representing Rock Rage Radio. So former lead singer of Saliva, Josey Scott, right here in Blue Ridge Rock Festival in Virginia, Alton, Virginia. Say hey, everybody.
Man, what's up, Rock Rage Radio? This is Josey Scott, the outlaw, the OG, former lead singer of Saliva. Just sitting here chilling with my dog Brian, and we are about to set it on fire.
So you're playing today. What time are you going on today?
We are going on. Saliva's going on at about 6:25, and I'm going to come up and join the guys for the encore set, and I'm going to do 3 songs with them.
That's amazing.
We did together back in the day. Yeah.
That's amazing. So you got this new project, right?
Yeah, I'm doing Josey Scott, and actual name of the project is Shade Violent, and we're putting together an album right now. We're doing some stuff with Elvis Basquet producing, and I did some stuff with Malcolm Springer. I have a new single coming out called Evil Knievel that I'm really excited about, and you know, ever since I left the band Saliva, the radio in my head never stopped working. So I've got all this backlog catalog stuff in my phone that I'm just so ready to get out of me, you know what I mean? And I've been through a lot in the last few years. I lost my son to COVID back in May of 2021, and that's been the hardest thing I've ever been through in my life.
I'm so sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Thank you. Holy shit.
But you know, I had a dream after he passed. I was going through a depression and guilt and all this. You know, I was mourning him. You know, because he was my precious angel. He was my baby boy, my first son. You know, my first baby. And 29 years old. You know, COVID took him in 12 days. And after that, I was thinking about just leaving the music industry and never doing music again. And I had this dream that I was laying on the mat in a boxing ring, and blood was coming out of my mouth and my nose, and I was like touching my mouth and my nose, and I was like, what is happening right now? I'm bleeding and I'm down. And I felt somebody horse collar me and pull me back like that, and I felt somebody's breath in my ear, and it was my son who was saying, get up, Dad, you gotta get up. You gotta get up, Pops. You gotta get up. And I tried to turn around and look at him, and I woke up. But I knew from that moment forward that my son was telling me, Dad, you gotta get back up and get back on the horse. So that's what I'm doing, man.
I didn't expect that. I'm sorry, dude.
It's all right, man.
No, I'm serious. Like, whoa. I'm a dad too. And I'm sorry you went through that. Holy shit.
It's all good, man.
Anyway.
It's unimaginable, man.
Yeah.
You know?
So you have your son, one of your sons plays with you now?
Yeah, my son Dylan is 24 years old. He's my rhythm guitar player. And my son Justice is 16. He's out on the road with me. He's an actor. And
there he is right there.
Plays and everything.
Get it.
And he's doing his thing. He does music too, and I'm trying to get him to come out on the road and be my bass player, you know, whatever instrument he wants to play. He's good at all of it. So, but he's doing his acting, and I'm real proud of that. So, yeah, just working on new material, man. I've got a lot to write about. Every single song is about Cody. You know, has a little bit to do with Cody.
His name is Cody?
My son that I lost.
My
yeah.
brother's name is Cody.
No way.
And my brother, I just told you the story about what I'm going through with my brother.
Wow. It's crazy how God and the universe just hooks this stuff up.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You are one special guy.
Man. So
You have been welcoming since the moment I met you early earlier today. And I have known of you. Who doesn't know Saliva? Come on. You know what I'm saying? So as a lead singer myself, I know that music, you don't know where it comes from. Right. It just comes through you. And you hope that it connects. And there are thousands of people that are here to see you. And what are you expecting to do? What are you hoping to happen today?
I'm just hoping to have that connection, man, that spiritual force, you know what I mean? When you walk on stage, you know, being in Elvis Monroe, that there is something that happens when you connect with fans. And the number one thing that I hear them say is, thank you so much for your music because it got me through this. Or thank you so much for your music because it got me through my childhood, or it got me through a divorce. Or I had a girl come up and tell me, thank you so much for writing Always, because I was being beaten by my husband and I didn't know how to get out of the relationship, and I literally took the shotgun out of my mouth when I heard your song. And I was just like,
you don't know that what kind of impact you're going to have on people when you write songs. You don't know. You could be sitting, this song comes to you and you're sitting in your living room, or you're sitting backstage somewhere, you're sitting on the bus, right, and you spoke to somebody across the world or whatever you're connecting with. And there are thousands of people out there we saw last night. Yeah. The movement of music and everything that every fan has gone through to be here, standing in the rain, hiking for miles. I had to do it. I've never had to do that from this side. I'm on the outside of this, looking in. Right. We drug our clothes and everything inside here, and it gave me a newfound appreciation to every fan out there who supports live music, and that you're still doing it and going through all this.
Well, it just shows you that music is the medicine. How far would you hike to get the medicine? How far would you walk to get the medicine? They're coming to get the medicine, and I want to give it to them. If I've got something they need, I want to give it to them, because that's where I come alive, is when I'm able to give something away.
I think we're going to write a song together.
I'm down.
Oh! There it is. Yes, how far would you hike for music, the medicine? That's oh right. My gosh. All right, so I am here with Josey Scott, former singer of Saliva, and your new project. One more time, Evil Knievel is your new single. It's going to be coming out soon. You're working on now. Shout out to Cody, who's with us right now. Absolutely. We know that. Is there anything you want to leave the Rock Rage Radio fans with?
Man, I just want to thank the fans for being so steadfast and so loving and so kind to me and so welcoming me back to the music industry. There's nothing sweeter than hearing the stories and things that have affected their lives, and how music, as the medicine we call it, has penetrated their lives and been a healing balm to them, man. I just want to give more of that away to them in any way I possibly can. And if it's, doing something with my Josie Scott project, or doing something with this new project, Shape Violent, I want to bring something to them that helps them along the way, man. That's
doing something with Elvis Monroe and Josie Scott.
Well, I heard somebody say one time, they said, man, we're just walking each other home. We're all just walking each other home.
Wow. And we're going to leave it on that. This is Rock Rage Radio. Brian Hopkins of Elvis Monroe, Heroes Journey Podcast, representing Rock Rage Radio. And I'm here with Josie Scott. Have a great show today, man.
Thank you, brother.
And it's an honor to meet you.
It's an honor to meet you, and I look forward to writing that song.
Oh, let's do it.
Rock Rage Radio, baby!
Are you ready for some more rock and roll? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Mr. Josey Scott. Y'all give me a big old hell yeah! Come on,
it's coming around to me.